The book of Esther, which we read on Purim, is unique in that it does not contain Hashem's name even once. In fact, the whole festival seems to lack the presence of Hashem. When it comes to Pesach, we speak about dramatic events, the plagues that befell the enemy who enslaved us, the splitting of the sea. Shavuot, we stood at Sinai, there was thunder and lightning, and the presence of God was overwhelming when we accepted the Torah. Purim seems to be a storyline of people who were in the right place at the right time. A king needed a replacement queen, so happened to choose the most beautiful person, Esther. She was in a position of power, and Mordechai was able to advise her, and he had the right conversations about Haman. People just happened to be, and everything fell into place, and the Jewish people were saved. And yet the Talmud tells us that Purim is so powerful that it was specifically on Purim that we sealed our commitment to Hashem that we took at Sinai 1,000 years before. Because when we stood at Sinai, we were overwhelmed by the presence of Hashem. There was no choice but to accept the Torah. We saw Hashem in front of our eyes. What was unique about our acceptance and our Mesirut Nefesh, our self-sacrifice at Purim, was that God was not staring us in the face. There was a feeling of hiddenness where God was not evident in the events that were unfolding. For 11 months, there was the possibility of, God forbid, the annihilation of the entire Jewish people on one day, something that never ever happened in the history of the world. And yet the Jewish people stood firm, stood strong, were committed to their Judaism, committed to Hashem. When they accepted Hashem in their lives, in the story of Purim, that endorsed and took our commitment of Sinai to a whole new level. Because it's not just the miraculous impact on our lives that drives our connection to Hashem, but a Mesirut Nefesh, a self-sacrifice that is born in our hearts and in our souls, in our minds, even when God seems to be hidden. This is the unique strength of Purim. It reminds us about the natural events, the events that seem to just happen to unfold, and for us to be able to look deeper and to see and feel and acknowledge and appreciate the presence of Hashem. And that's the meaning of Megillat Esther, which literally means the scroll of Esther. But Esther means Hester, hidden. Megillah, which means a scroll, also means from the word galui, reveal. This is the festival in which we reveal Hashem when he is apparently hidden. May all of us look deeply and sense and feel the presence of Hashem in every element of our lives, even in the moments which don't stare us in the face. Let us find what is hidden and make it revealed. Have a beautiful Shabbos, magnificent Purim. This is the time of festival of joy.